We're here in the original pearl factory, just on the outskirts of Tokyo. They have a wonderful new factory in Taiwan. But all my pals are here, all the friends I've worked with for 20 years are here. And it's like a little family, we sort of know each other, and this is where my drums are actually made. So we're just going to start and show you the materials that are used. In pearl, two main woods are the basis of the shells. The ones I use are generally made of maple. This is the starting product. It's 2-ply. On the outside, the grain goes this way. On the inside, the grain's across it. Gives it flexibility and gives it strength. The other wood that's used is birch. It's a softer wood. It gives a more mellow sound. But on stage, I find for my own use that the maple gives a more cutting edge.
So here's the machine that coats the sheets of plywood with glue. You'll see that one of the sheets is reversed so that the glued sides are in contact with each other. The glued ply is now bent by hand for the heat press machine to form the shell. A protective sheet of wood is placed on the inside to protect the shell from any damage as the pressure is applied. And either 2 or 3 sheets of the ply is used, depending on whether the drum is to be a 4 or a 6-ply shell. The sheets of ply are offset, so that there's no weak point at the join. The shell is tapped down gently into the press to ensure that the drum will be perfectly symmetrical. And the whole pressing process takes a mere 3 minutes. I really like the innovative use of a wooden rim to hold the pressure lever in place. Very clever. And here's the basic shell. This one's for a tom-tom. Out comes the inner protection. Believe me, the shell is very hot. You wouldn't want to pick it up in your bare hands. And so, the production process continues. The shells are now left to cool and dry. This will be for varying times, depending on the thickness of the wood. If I showed you this, you won't believe that this, when it's finished, will be a sparkling, silvery glory under the lights. So if you're wondering why I'm done up in this boiler suit and strange hat, is the next thing we're going to see is the lacquering process to put the finish on the shells. Here at Pearl, it's done in 2 ways. The first way is a very simple process whereby a thin piece of plastic film is glued to the shell. To my mind, a better finish and a much more interesting process to look at is the lacquering process. And we're going to go into the next room and see that right now. Here we are in the lacquering room. If you stay here too long without a mask, you can really get spaced out. The smell of acetate is overpowering. The process is 6 parts. They spray, they dry, they spray, they dry, they spray, they dry, to get the perfect finish.
Okay, this is what my drums look like after the lacquering process. This is a whole kit being built here. We saw what they look like in the lacquer room before the lacquer is applied. This is where the magic happens. It gives it a deep lustrous shine, and it's really magnificent.
One of the most critical jobs to be done is to get the correct angle on the edge of the shell, so that the drum head is in perfect contact with the drum. Here's the craftsman doing it by hand. Here, my friend Michiko is beginning to assemble the kit. And now, they're starting to look like drums.
So we've gone from this to this.
And here you see the massive workforce at the Pearl factory in Tokyo.